Hello everyone, it's Braids by Elon and I'm here with another video. Be sure to like and comment and subscribe down below. Also check out my Instagram and TikTok account at Braids by Elon. Thanks for watching. Okay, so first I'm going to part out the shape of the heart in the center of the back of the head. And then because it's only going to be 3 braids in the back, I'm going to put the 2 side pieces of the heart into kind of buns just to get the hair out of the way so that it's not, getting caught up. And then I'm going to add some product. Now, I normally use Shining Jam, but her hair was really coarse, so I'm using like some kind of locking gel. I'll comment it in the description. It's a little bit stronger than Shining Jam. So I'm just putting that on and I'm combing it through, leathering it through really well to make her part super crispy. So I kind of do a rough draft of the braid before I start applying product. I really don't apply product until I pretty much have the shape all the way down. So right now I'm just cleaning it up a little bit with the product, just making sure that everything gets crispy, there's not any flyaways, and it just really looks like a crisp and finished polished heart. So as I'm parting, I'm lathering in the product just to make sure that there are no flyaways in the braid and that the heart is very defined. Also, I'm smoothing her hair out because it's not like her hair is like blow dried straight, and I usually don't necessarily. All of my clients' hair is not blow dried straight. However they blow dry is okay with me, and that's just what I work with. So I try and make the back of the heart as sharp as possible with the triangle. And I'm also like smoothing it out in the other direction as well, just because I want to keep it separated and I want to keep the line crispy. So then I'm just going to tighten the rubber band up now that I've really parted it and I have the exact shape of the heart, at least for that side, the right side. So yeah, I'm going to take the hair tie off and replace it now that I've made a definite part. So I'm just going to add the rest of the hair into the bun. And then now I'm going to go along the other side of the heart. You have to really take your time with this when you're parting shapes like this, especially with this larger portion of the head. You have to really be careful and really be diligent in your efforts. So I'm just going to do the same thing on this side. I'm just going to part and lather as I go. Okay, so after parting out the entire heart, the outline of the heart, now I'm going to go down the center and I'm going to split it directly in half from the dip of the heart in the front to the triangular ending of the heart at the very back. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm kind of going to do a rough draft with the part and then go back through the part with the gel afterwards, just to make sure that it's as crispy as possible and there's no flyaways. And also, the gel kind of helps it stay molded for longer, especially if you put a headscarf on. So I'm just going to lather it through and comb it through. Make sure the part is sharp and that it's straight. You want to make sure the heart is symmetrical and even on both halves. It'll make a huge difference after you get done. After I split it and I part it, and then I'm going to put the half that I'm not going to work on inside of a rubber band or a scrunchie, just to keep it separated and make it easier on me once I begin to braid. Once I begin to braid it, I'm going to go in the center, not all the way down, but far enough in the center of the half of the heart, and kind of go upward, making like a half a triangle. And then I'm just going to round it out as I begin to braid. So I'm going to go up diagonal from the middle to the highest point on the outer opposite end. And it should look kind of like a triangle. And I'm lathering to separate it. This will also make the stitching a little bit easier. So at this point, I'm just lathering in the gel. So I'm going to begin braiding at the sharpest point in the center. I just part off a small little piece of hair for me to begin braiding with, and I just part it into 3 and begin braiding upward onto the scalp. I come around towards the front of her hair just to make it pulling the hair in the opposite direction a little bit easier, and I just braid towards my body, and I kind of like move around her head as I go, and I'm using a comb to stitch it as I'm doing it. If you don't necessarily have to stitch it to do this method. The stitching makes it come out a little bit cleaner and a little bit flatter and neater. But if you need to learn how to stitch, there's other videos on my page with stitch tutorials. So I'm just stitching it as I go, and I'm curving it as I go, because remember, I did not curve it when I was parting it from the inside. I only curved it when I did the outline of the outside of the heart.
So after braiding it far enough down that it's kind of sealed until I get back to it, I'm just going to do the exact same thing on the opposite half of the heart. So after I finish stitching the other half of the heart, I'm just going to merge the hearts together. So I'm going to undo the one half of the heart so that I can merge it together. Just kind of the way that I would a regular braid, starting off with the regular knotless braid. I just kind of split one half of it into two and then just break the other piece as if it was the third piece and feed it in the braiding hair. And then because these are going to be butterfly braids, I do a traditional knotless braid first, and then I begin butterflying the braid. And there you go. You have a single heart in the center of the back of the head, and you were able to put it together as a knotless braid. Now, the two braids on the sides, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to lather them up with product and comb them out so that it's sleeked down. And I'm just going to split it into three the same way I would as if it was a square part, and make the knotless braid that way.